set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go! 319! 319!
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Willie Henry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He uncorks it for Snead. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a first down carry by Bell. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. But
and they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Terrell Suggs. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin. On 2nd down, it's Bell. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They'll call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
On second down, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, Collins. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go! 319! 319!
On first, they go right back to Collins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. T.J. Watt, first-round pick a year ago there defensively for Pittsburgh.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark and in a big way.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them.
Let's go.
Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? On 3rd down, Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Ready? Black 80!
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Over! Watching that body!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone! Detroit! Set! Green!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Brown. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Play action. It's Jackson. Incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And now it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means we're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. With it is Brown. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Set. Black 20.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And the Ravens taking the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one. Here he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
All right, let's go get it now.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. The 20. Busting free at the and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown. yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And some space here. And he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson. And some room to maneuver. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He uncorks it for Snead, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now let's go.
Jackson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Again, it's Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone! 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 Gone!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go now. 3, 9,
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
let's go.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.